Hey there, welcome to the pain and anxiety prediction page. We're so happy you're here because what we're going to show you is what actually causes our pain and our anxiety. Now, what Health Reconnected Technologies has figured out how to do is we figured out how to calculate the rhythms of the earth and how each individual human is connected to those rhythms via their circadian rhythm. Now, what happens is we are sensitive to some of the cycles of the earth, and depending on what sensitivities you have to what cycles, it will predetermine where your body will hurt. Let me explain. So when we look up here at this chart, super simple. So for example, if you're somebody who struggles with low back or lower quadrant pain and you see these little lines up here that are orange and red, that's telling you that on day one, there are going to be cycles of the earth that will amplify that people that are sensitive to them, they will experience discomfort in the lower parts of their body. On day two, you see how there's some green here. That's telling you on day two, people that are sensitive to these cycles, these amplified cycles, will experience left upper quadrant pain. So these colors will tell you where you will likely experience pain. And when these happen is when it's going to be amplified, meaning it's very common that people, not just one, but many people will experience pain. When I was in healthcare, I saw patterns within my practice where people would come in with similar parts of the body, and then the next week would come, and then it would be different areas of the body. These patterns that we're sharing with you explain what's going on. Now, you can see in sequence four, so for example, on September 13th, there's a lot of amplified moments that are going to affect the upper quadrants of the body. So people that have headaches are going to experience more headaches on this day. Same thing on day two and day three. Now let's fast forward so we can see the variation here. When we get to sequence five, I want you to see that things have now shifted. So if I was still in practice in sequence five, so between September 17th and September 20th, I'm going to expect my patients or my clients to come in with lower quadrant problems. They're going to notice that their back pain flares or their hip or leg or knee issues flare during this time. That's how this works. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is anxiety. So it turns out that when the cycles of the earth are transitioning, they create an electromagnetic force that causes us all to feel anxious. And this top magenta here is showing us the anxiety levels, for example, that are going to be felt by the collective populations in sequence five. Let me fast forward this so you can see. So in sequence six, you see how high this is? How high the agitation levels are? Now, this will be confirmed not only by what you're feeling, but by watching the news. You will notice that all of the drama and all of the chaos that unfolds in our shared reality is happening during these agitation moments. And I just want to fast forward here so you can start to see the variation. I want you to focus on this and see how it goes up, how it goes down, and how it's constantly changing. That is the ever changing presence of what we feel as this anxiety. So it's starting to understand how the earth affects our pain and our anxiety is super important. And the first thing we want you to do is we want you to confirm. The next time you have a headache, the next time you have any back pain, I want you to be able to come to this site and confirm, okay, that was predicted. I'm having pain on a predicted day. And then we're going to lead you into how do we make it better in the future? Because if you have a sensitivity, that doesn't mean you have to suffer forever. We have to help you with that sensitivity, and that's what we're here to do. I hope this was very educational. And when you come and scroll down here, you're going to see that we have the sequences for the entire rest of 2025. So we can tell you when a cycle is going to come and when your back pain is going to flare way before it happens. And if you want to wait and see if it works that way, go right ahead. This page is all about confirmation. We want you to be confident that we know what we're talking about and we're here to help you get better. Thank you. Have a great day.